Women's sports has exploded in Arizona, and one of these sports has been around much longer and has deep roots in the Arizona athletic community. Girls badminton has seen exponential growth in the past 4 decades since it was introduced to schools in the 70s. This growth can be attributed to the work put in by the coaches in the community who want to see the sport continue to grow.
But in the 70s, many girls' sports were added. The team sports were added, the volleyball, the basketball, the swimming was now added with the boys. And so we saw a lot of increase in athletics. But I really credit those early coaches that loved badminton, that made it as successful as an Arizona sport.
For their dedication to the sport of badminton, Dean Visser and Karen Jacobson have earned their place on the Hank Anderson Eagle Award, which resides in Arizona's first badminton center in Tempe, Arizona. Hank was one of the main people who grew badminton into what it is today, and his award continues to honor coaches and people who have dedicated themselves to the sport.
But he fell in love with badminton when he came to Arizona, and what made Hank Anderson so special was he would go anywhere to help anybody, whether they were beginners or whether they were experts, and was very patient, was usually the first person to the event and the last person there, sometimes sweeping the floor. I think his motto was, let's put it back together, or let's clean it up like it was before, or even better.
When I got involved with badminton was when I kind of, all of a sudden, here's Hank. And he was just one of these delightful people. He was one of these people that every time he saw you, he had a big smile, he had a big hug, and Hank was just really very, very special. He was just such an advocate for the girls and for state badminton in Arizona. And so to actually have my name on this award, that Guy Chadwick felt that I was that instrumental in Arizona badminton, is such an incredible honor.
According to Visser, there is still so much more room for growth in the Arizona community and the Arizona badminton community. Expanding the sport into smaller schools who can participate in more badminton tournaments and potentially working towards a boys program one day is just some of the goals for the future of the program.
It's just how do we keep growing the sport of badminton? And we see girls wrestling really blossoming. We see girls flag football is going great guns. We're proud of how we've grown badminton, but we'd certainly like to extend it to more schools and more girls, and it's a great sport.